Hello Golden State Warriors fans, did you know that in the last game of the 2009/2010 season, Golden State featured one of the most unlikely duels in history? If you don't know, stick around to learn the incredible story of this great team. Subscribe and hit the notification bell on the Warriors channel to stay up to date on everything happening in San Francisco. Continuing. Since selecting Stephen Curry in the 2009 draft, the Golden State Warriors have become the team with the most NBA titles, winning 4 trophies in 6 finals. However, the Californian team had to face some trials to reach this moment. One of those moments happened on April 14, 2010, when the Warriors faced the Portland Trail Blazers in the last game of the season. The San Francisco team had no chance of making it to the playoffs with 25 wins and 56 losses, while the Blazers had already secured their spot in the postseason with 50 wins and decided to rest their main players. Despite this, winning that game was not an easy task for the Warriors. They only had 8 players available, 2 of whom were injured and had to wear the uniforms to complete the bench. The Warriors entered the game with Stephen Curry, Monta Ellis, Anthony Tolliver, Reggie Williams, and Chris Hunter. Only Dwayne George was able to play on the bench. Unfortunately, Chris Hunter suffered a knee injury and had to leave the game after only 5 minutes, leaving the team with no reserves. Nevertheless, the first quarter ended in a tie at 33-33, and the Warriors took a slight lead of 60-58 over the Blazers before halftime. In the third quarter, the Warriors seemed exhausted, and the Blazers took advantage, leading 91-85. The situation got worse for the team from San Francisco when Dwayne George committed his 6th foul and was ejected from the game with only a few seconds left on the clock. As they had no players left on the bench, the Warriors tried to continue with only 4 players on the court, but the referees didn't allow it. Instead, the injured Anthony Morrow and Ronnie Turiaf had to enter the game, each playing for only a few seconds. Despite all these challenges, Stephen Curry stepped up to the plate and shone brightly. The rookie scored 16 points in the final quarter, leading the Warriors to a remarkable 122-116 victory, with a total of 42 points. Beginning of the dynasty. After the 2009-10 season, the Californian franchise completely changed its history. In 2011, they selected Klay Thompson with the 11th pick in the draft. The following year, they chose Draymond Green. 2 years later, they hired Steve Kerr to lead the young team. This victory marked the end of a difficult season for the Warriors, but it also represented the redemption of the franchise in the following years. The game showcased the resilience and determination of the Golden State Warriors, who managed to overcome adversity and win against all odds. From that moment on, Stephen Curry became a key player for the Warriors, leading them to multiple NBA titles and solidifying his place as one of the greatest players in the league's history.